Hi, I'm Jacob Holliday from HomeSchool Campus, and joining me today is Dr. Harry Edwards from Apologetics.com. How are you, Harry? Good to have you.
Thanks, Jacob. Good to be here.
Yes, it's good to see you as well. I know that you're going to be teaching apologetics this coming semester. Can you go over a little detail as to what exactly is going to be in the course and what the students will be learning?
Sure. Well, first of all, for the uninitiated, for those who aren't familiar with the term apologetics, Christian apologetics specifically is just the art and science of defending the Christian faith. So in our culture today, Christianity is made fun of. It has lost its credibility. And while there aren't a lot of atheists, they're just a small minority. They seem to be influential, especially in the internet space, on YouTube. And they tend to convince a lot of folks, especially young people today that are growing up, Gen Z, that faith doesn't matter. And there's no sense in believing that God exists because there aren't any evidence. And so the Bible is not trustworthy and things like that. So Christian apologetics is a tool to help folks defend the Christian faith and to give even positive evidences for why we believe what we believe. So if you want me to go over some of the material, I can. So like your basic arguments for the existence of God, answering some of the objections, like doesn't science disprove God? Those kinds of things. If evolution is true, what's God in, what is God's involvement in all of this, and things like that. The special part about what we're going to cover, if we're going to drill down to what is special about this course, is cultural apologetics. So it's not only are we going to be dealing with attacks on the faith, but perhaps attacks on the faith as it relates to culture, let's say, like maybe sexual identity, a little bit of cultural issues that matter, maybe a little bit of politics and how politics relates to our faith and how that's applied, various things like that. So I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, that sounds great. It sounds that like you really go into depth into defending the Christian faith. And I actually didn't know that. I thought apologetics was a little broader per se in terms of its scope. But so your course is specifically mostly focused around the defending of Christian faith against certain arguments, correct?
That's correct. That's correct. Yes. We all, like I said, we also present positive evidences for the existence of God, such as the resurrection, things like that, and why Jesus is God, and why the Bible is reliable and true. Yeah.
Of course. And I know that this class is going to be taught online this coming semester. Obviously, it's kind of a shift we're seeing now ever since COVID. A lot of classes are starting to go online. Certain professors, teachers, and students are starting to prefer that form of education over in-person courses. You're going to be teaching online. What's that going to look like for students? And what are some of the skill sets and coursework you're going to go over that they'll be able to get out of the online classroom environment?
Yeah, good question, Jacob. So there's pros and cons to an online delivery system. One of the main advantages is that anyone around the world with a computer and internet can actually join our class, and this is geared toward high schoolers. So that's one advantage. The other second advantage is we will be meeting once a week virtually, like online. That's synchronous, meaning at a certain day and time, we will all be meeting as a class, and our students will have gone through the material, and then the 1 hour that we're going to meet once a week will be devoted to discussion, Q&A, on the lessons that they will have watched. And all of the material will be on apologetics.com. So we do have a certificate program right now. So we will be going over the material in that certificate program.
Obviously, apologetics can take a lot of different directions and where you're going to steer the course. What are some of the specific topics you're going to be asking and answering in your course?
Sure. Thanks, Jacob. Well, some of the items we're going to be covering, we would start with an introduction to Christian apologetics, an intro to philosophy, and then some of these terms might be a little unfamiliar, but that's why one would take this course. So topics such as the ontological argument, like a metaphysical truth in the age of science, the cosmological and teleological argument, and topics like cultural relativism. What is that? Again, just the inerrancy of Scripture. Can we trust the Gospels? Who is Jesus? Comparing worldviews, those kinds of things. So looking forward to covering those subjects with our high schoolers.
Yeah, that's all very exciting stuff. Obviously, it's a lot more fun to take what a lot of students already previously know just a tiny bit about and either explain to them, no, this is what I'm talking about, and then dive into it even further. So you kind of expand that knowledge base. It's always fun to kind of dive down the rabbit hole and see how it's all intertwined and how it all connects, right, into the big picture.
That's right.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jacob Holliday with HomeSchool Campus. And once again with us today, we have Dr. Harry Edwards at apologetics.com. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you. And I'll see you later.
Yeah, bye-bye.